Dusty country road winding through lush green hills under a bright 1930s sun. A gleaming silver Rolls-Royce Phantom drives gracefully along the road, kickstarting a small plume of dust. Inside a luxurious 1930s Rolls-Royce Phantom, a handsome British officer, Captain Arthur King in a crisp uniform, smiles at his radiant Indian wife, Elena, wearing a soft ivory saree. Her colorful scarf flutters gently outside the open window as they laugh together. Golden hour lighting. The intertwined hands of Captain Arthur King and Elena inside the Rolls-Royce, bathed in warm sunlight, symbolizing their shared hope and love. The silver Rolls-Royce Phantom entering a dense, quiet jungle road. Tall, ancient trees form a dark canopy overhead, casting deep shadows. The light is dimming to late afternoon, and a flock of birds scatters from the treetops. Inside the Rolls-Royce on Elena's uneasy expression as she looks out at the darkening jungle. Arthur glances at a ticking silver pocket watch. The dashboard compass needle starts to spin wildly, looking towards the road ahead. Thickening mist begins to rise and curl around the base of the ancient jungle trees. The car's radio glows faintly, playing an old crackling song, the Rolls-Royce's headlights cutting through heavy fog, illuminating a massive ancient stone archway ahead, completely covered in thick, gnarled vines. A weathered wooden sign, partially obscured, reads, "Do not enter sacred grounds," in faded letters. On Elena's face, filled with fear, as she grips Arthur's arm. Arthur looks determined but also slightly uneasy, glancing at the ominous archway. The car is stopped just before the arch, the silver Rolls-Royce Phantom slowly driving forward, passing directly underneath the dark, vine-covered stone archway. The atmosphere is eerie and foreboding. Fog swirls around the vehicle, a disorienting, slightly distorted view from the car's interior. The jungle trees outside the windows appear to twist and bend unnaturally, their branches like grasping, shadowy limbs in the mist. The compass needle on the dashboard is visibly snapped. Elena's face reflected in the car window. For a split second, her reflection flickers, appearing gaunt, older, and ghostly before returning to normal. Her eyes are wide with unease. The Rolls-Royce Phantom, partially stuck in soft mud, its wheels tangled with thick vines. Arthur frantically revs the engine, but the dense jungle seems to swallow the sound, making it muffled and desperate. Elena shouts in terror. A blinding flash of pure white light erupts from the dense trees ahead, completely engulfing the screen. The outline of the car is barely visible, shaking violently within the light, the jungle clearing at night, eerily silent. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is motionless, half buried in thick, vibrant green vines that have completely overgrown it. Arthur and Elena are visibly absent from the car. Inside the silent, empty car, a small, tarnished silver locket swings gently from the rearview mirror. The locket is slightly open, revealing a faded sepia-tone photograph of a smiling Arthur and Elena. The Rolls-Royce Phantom decaying over decades. Leaves cover the car, rain streaks the windows and paint peels. The forest grows denser, completely engulfing the vehicle. At night, thousands of fireflies glow softly around the forgotten car. Completely overgrown, almost camouflaged Rolls-Royce Phantom deep within the jungle. The faint, ghostly outline of a car engine's hum emanates from it, barely visible through the foliage and glowing fireflies. A misty jungle clearing at dawn. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is a wreck, heavily overgrown with vines, but its engine is silent. Arjun, older, determined, approaches the car, a small knapsack on his back. The atmosphere is solemn and mysterious. Inside the dilapidated Rolls-Royce, Arjun sits in the front seat, his hand running over the tattered leather. He carefully lifts a worn floor mat, revealing a loose wooden floorboard. He looks down with a knowing expression. Arjun's hands as he pries open the wooden floorboard, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside, wrapped in oilskin, is a small, brittle, leather-bound journal. The locket swings gently, the open journal in Arjun's hands. The page shows elegant, spidery handwriting from the 1930s. The words Maharaja's Emerald and Sacred Grounds are visible, hinting at Arthur's secret mission. Inside the Rolls-Royce, Arjun looks up from the journal, his eyes wide with shock and sadness. A sudden gust of wind outside distorts the jungle foliage through the windows. The car's ancient radio crackles to life, playing "We'll Meet Again," faintly. The ghostly, translucent figures of Arthur and Elena appear in the passenger seats of the Rolls-Royce. Their clothes are identical to when they vanished. Their faces are filled with profound sorrow and regret. Looking directly at Arjun, Elena, shimmering slightly, her eyes mournful as she says, "He promised me no more secrets." Arthur's ghostly form bows his head in shame beside her. Arjun, holding the journal, tears out a specific page detailing the Emerald mission. He then takes out a small lighter from his knapsack, his face determined and solemn, ready to perform a ritual. The journal page burning on the car's dashboard. The flames consume the words, turning them into ash. Arthur and Elena's translucent forms are visible in the background, subtly beginning to fade as the page burns. The spectral figures of Arthur and Elena, now almost fully transparent, reach out across the space between the seats. Their ghostly hands are about to touch. Their faces show a profound sense of peace and longing. A powerful, pure white light erupts from where Arthur and Elena's spirits were, momentarily engulfing the entire car interior. The light is blinding and signifies their final release. Arjun standing outside the Rolls-Royce, which is still overgrown but now appears more serene. He holds the closed locket in his hand, then gently places it in his pocket. He looks at the car with a sense of closure, the jungle around him peaceful. Arjun walking away from the jungle clearing towards a sunlit path, leaving the now peaceful and truly forgotten Rolls-Royce behind. The jungle looks lush and vibrant, no longer menacing. The locket in his pocket catches the sunlight,